Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn Raaker and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of the Chef You and I, and we have my famous friend, Father Andrew Umberg, my best chef yet. How about that?
Well, thank you. That's very fun.
I know, you are. You are. But, you know, I have to kind of thank some of our sponsors, right? If you don't mind. We have Drop It, which we're going to have with our glass of wine. We have 360 Cookware, right? And I'm so excited about that. Look at that beautiful cookware. And we're going to be cooking in that, but we're going to make something I really love, Father. And that is Italian sausage with fusilli, right? Fusilli, yeah. And broccoli rabe. And you're going to be doing most of the cooking. I'm going to be doing a lot of the cutting up for you and being your sous chef tonight. How about that?
That sounds great.
Does that sound great? And now you can see us on Simul TV. You can see us all over the world with them. And then you can see us all over this region that we're in, the Midwest, and also in D.C. We're everywhere. It's cool.
Hello, America. Hello, world.
That's right. And all of the recipes, Father, on the Chef You and I on the website. How about that?
Wonderful.
Okay. So the first thing we're going to start with is I'm going to read off the ingredients of this to start. Is that good?
Okay, sure.
So for the Italian sausage with fusilli and broccoli rabe, we need a package, which we have right here, of the pasta, yes, right? And olive oil, a pound of bulk Italian sausage, and I took off the casings, 2 cloves of garlic, but you're using minced garlic, already done, right?
Yes.
It's a lot easier. And 2.5 cups of chicken broth, pepper flakes, the actually broccoli rabe, and I'm trimming them, 1/4 cup of butter, 1.5 cups of grated Parmesan cheese, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So let's do it. Okay. What else are we doing tonight?
Oh, well, we're going to have some grilled vegetables.
Okay.
And I'm going to be experimenting with grilling tomatoes.
Really?
So we have some nice tomatoes. We have some little ones and a couple of big ones. We're going to try that.
Right.
And then we're also going to grill some zucchini. Someone gave me this kind of strange-shaped zucchini here. Overgrown zucchini, but it's.
But they're really good.
We'll grill it. Right. And then I have another smaller zucchini.
Okay.
And so we're going to grill those as well. And then we have a yellow squash, and since we're grilling away, why not grill some yellow squash on it as well? Okay.
I love that kind of
So anyway, and then one other thing is cucumber salad. I love cucumber salad, and I've stumbled onto what I think is a good recipe. But, you know, I guess everyone's got their own family recipe for this.
That's right.
Nothing very exotic about this, but it's good.
How do you love our wonderful product from 360, which does everything from slicing wonderful cucumbers and shredding. I mean, you could do everything with it.
It's great, as you're saying.
And you've been trying it, haven't you? You love it.
Yes, I've been working on it.
You love it.
Let's see what we've got going here. I'm going to turn around a moment here.
Okay, and you're going to do that. Do you want me to put it here?
We'll see what's what.
Oh, no,
we'll see where we catch them best because, wow, do they come in there.
Oh, wow. Are you sure you got enough of a bowl here?
No.
No? Gosh.
But that's okay.
Okay. All right. So.
Okay, I'm going to go a little bit further then, and then make sure I use that nice safety guard.
Yeah.
I'll keep my hand flat so I can't go below the line. Yes.
Right. That's fine.
That's always nice. I like having hands.
You like having hands? Oh, good. You love doing this, don't you? It's like a little kid.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay, give me those, and I'll put them. All right. Here
okay, so.
That's good. Here you go. You can just deposit
thank you. Okay.
Me. Okay, so now you've got most of your cucumbers. You want to do more than that? Because I have a dish that you can put it in, Father.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and finish off the last one.
Okay, hold on.
And then when you're getting that, I'll be cutting these. And
I'm going to use this, Father, because it really makes it easy for you, if you don't mind.
Okay, then You're saying I can't hit the broadside of a
It's a lot
broadside of a
easier.
barn?
It's a lot easier, Father.
Okay.
Right.
And here I go again, folks. So here we go. You know what? I probably should turn this the correct way.
I think you should do it like
I
this,
was doing
Father.
it very well before.
Right, you're doing it fine.
Okay, and I'm just
Okay.
making sure.
It just takes
safety
practice.
first. Safety first.
Right. And then when you get down to a point, then you can do that other thing, Father.
Yes. Okay.
I think you
And
need to
here
do
I
it like
go,
that
yes.
now. Right? Wow, that was fast.
That's right. I thought my food processor was fast, but this
This
is even
is really
faster.
faster. Oh, that's nice. Look at that, how beautiful those are.
That is nice. That is
told
nice.
you.
And then,
Okay.
for right now, then I'll pour those all in there so they're in the
Okay.
same place.
All right.
And we'll go ahead and why don't we just make this now?
Yeah, I think that would be a smart idea, Father.
Okay, let's go
Okay,
ahead
hold
and.
on just a second here. It's always fun. We are back on the Chef You and I with Father Andrew Umberg and myself, and we're having a wonderful feast today. And so, Father, what are you doing first?
Well, we have our cucumbers here. We got a
Right.
nice big clear glass bowl, and then
Right.
we're going to throw a little bit of onion in them.
Right.
And
And while
since
you're
it's a-
doing that, I'm going to cut up the meat.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
The sausage. Okay? Because if you've never had this, and I love this actually, and I tried to find broccolini, which was a joke trying to find it nowhere, except I found out where it is. It's at Whole Foods. So I'll have to take a trip out to Whole Foods or probably even Jungle Jim's. I'm not sure. But people, you should have broccolini. It's really healthy for you, right, Father?
Yes, it's great.
It's great, and but I don't think a lot of people understand, what broccolini is actually, and but it's done in a lot of Italian dishes, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
one of my really good friends out of New York actually taught me how to make it, and ever since then I've been a fan. So did I tell you what I made last week?
I don't think
A
so.
whole Mexican dish. We could have a Mexican night at our church. That would be cool.
That would be fun.
I
I'm
actually
all for it.
made tamales, homemade tamales. I made popcorn cornbread. We made a Mexican salad, and actually, it was delicious. Really delicious. Okay, so I've got it almost all done for you.
Oh, wonderful. And I guess what I'll need then is some olive oil. I put a little bit in the pan, but I think I need a little bit more.
Okay,
And then
hold
we'll
on.
turn that on and start sauteing that.
Here
or
you
start
go.
frying it, I guess is a better word.
Okay, because your hands aren't as
thank you.
weird as mine are right now. So,
You have pork all over your hands. Just,
Yeah.
you know what? And for
I'm
a
just
couple
gonna-
moments
just
from
give me
now,
a
I'm going to
minute.
pour some olive oil also in here. We're going to need that for our grilled vegetables.
Really?
Yeah, for our slices of squash especially. Okay, both the zucchini and the yellow squash all go
do you need the
there.
garlic right now?
I think I'm fine for now on the garlic.
Okay.
Thank you.
Pardon me.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're ready. I'm going to do this, Father. I'm going to get this out of here so that I can
Great.
actually do this for you.
Okay. So I have 1 medium onion going in with the 3 whole medium to large size cucumbers.
Okay.
And I
That's
think
good.
that's a nice amount, but again, there's absolutely no science to my my cucumber salad except for make sure you put in onion. Okay. So so I'm cutting this up, and you don't want a bigger piece than what you want to try to
Oh, check
put in
the
your
water.
mouth. So
Have you checked the water, Father? I'm checking
I have not.
the water.
It's probably boiling. and
It's
getting
boiling,
ready.
Father. Should I
Okay,
put
turn
the...
it down just a little
Little
bit,
bit.
and
Okay.
I think we want to wait before we put the pasta in it.
Okay.
So you always want to make sure when you're cooking that pasta, you're not too deep into something else. I mean, you want to save time
Right.
by doing something else while you're doing it, but you want to make sure it's a manageable task.
Yeah, and that's really, really important. You don't want to overdo the pasta.
So I'm trying starting off with about a cup of distilled vinegar. And that's going to be very, very tart, and so I'm going to add
Water.
a little bit of water, yeah.
Do you add sugar to yours, Father?
I do add sugar, yes.
And
we
I
definitely
happen
need
to
that.
have some
So
sugar.
about a half cup. And I'll tell you what, I use the artificial sugar. Now
Artificial sugar?
yeah, so if you can give me a couple of packs of the yellow, and at home I have the green,
The
You know,
Splenda.
yeah,
Splenda,
okay.
it's right here.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
Okay.
And you know what? I think I'm going to need a little bit more, both water and vinegar, but that's fine. Go ahead and
Okay,
and
hold on.
pour those on there.
Hold on. I'll do it. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And then I'm going to grab a spoon to stir this up.
All right.
There's a beaut. Right there.
Okay.
Okay.
And here.
So let's go, because we have so much of this, let's go ahead and put in another half cup at least.
That should
Great,
do it.
okay. That'll be great. And then I'll add a little bit more water along with it.
Okay. And I've got these, Father, if you don't mind. This will help mix it.
Oh, that's much nicer than the spoon method here. So here we go.
Yeah, so here we go.
Go ahead and see what you
Don't
can
you
do
love
there.
that?
I do. And
Do you want to put these in the refrigerator for a little while?
I think that would be very nice. And,
Okay, you gonna use any
however-
salt and pepper on
However, I
it?
want to do a little bit more of the sugar.
Okay.
With this amount, I think at least 3 little packets.
I think
if you're
so,
using
too.
sugar, I mean, some people might throw in a 1/4 cup or more of sugar in this, but
Okay.
that's a nice thing. I think, why add the calories?
Yeah.
I'm
when you
blessed
don't
with
have to.
I'm blessed with an inability to really taste artificial sweeteners, and the stevia though is very, very nice to put in there.
Yeah, and I do that all the time. So I think I can smell that. Wow. So do you want me to put this in the refrigerator now for a few minutes?
First, let's go ahead and add the dill weed.
Here you go. Here's
And
the dill weed.
There we go.
Right there.
Do you put pepper in yours?
I do pepper. Yes, I love pepper.
Okay.
But dill
So
weed is
far, I have not.
wonderful.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay with the dill weed for now.
Okay.
And as you see, I'm not afraid of too much dill weed.
We know. It's like that and garlic you love.
Oh, smell that nice sweet.
Yeah, that smells good. I love dill. I think it's really good for you, too. I'd like to have a little garden, you know, on my back porch that I could do, because that way the deer and everybody else wouldn't get into it, and I could do it right on the back porch. That would be really cool. What do you think
Would be
about
nice.
that?
That would be very nice, but good luck keeping the deer away if it's on the back porch. Maybe
Right.
on your back windowsill.
My back porch, they can't get to my back porch, Father.
Okay.
It's too high. Can you see?
I just think deer are very resourceful in getting in people's
I
gardens.
don't think that they could jump that high, Father, actually.
Well, I won't come up with any deer conspiracy theory,
Okay, that's good.
but it takes some control for me not to, okay? I just
Right, I know.
have to say that.
Okay, so you...
Okay, I think we need a little bit more water. You want to make sure that there's no cucumber that is not bathing in the in this mixture, okay?
Yeah.
So, and you know, we're using white vinegar, but I think any kind of vinegar is fine.
Would you have used wine vinegar at all?
I normally wouldn't. That would be a different dish if I were. If I put red onions with them and some wine vinegar, that would be kind of a
really
different type
cool.
of thing.
That'd be cool.
But I like this. I like having this in the refrigerator,
It's really good.
and then anytime that I'm hungry,
You just jump in there.
right? Yeah, and I want a nice low-calorie treat. And a
That's
little
it.
bit of peel there. There we go. Let's get rid
Right,
of that.
right. Did your mom make it when you were young?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, my mom used to make it all the time.
Yeah, she didn't do that all the time, and I think that I'm making up for it. This summer, I've made up for all the cucumber salad I missed when I was growing up. So,
Really?
yeah, I'm on a cucumber salad kick here.
Well, you know what I did?
Okay, well, look at
Okay,
that. I
that
think
looks
we're
good.
ready to throw that in there.
You want me
Yeah.
to put some saran wrap on it and put it in the refrigerator? for a
Sure,
little
that
while?
would be wonderful.
Okay. We'll be right back after these important messages with Father Andrew Umberg from St. Joseph's Church in North Bend and Kathryn Raaker, the host of The Chef You and I. We'll be right back. We are back on The Chef You and I with Father Andrew Umberg. And you know, Father, I introduced this to you about maybe 2 or 3 months ago. And you know, every once in a while, I like to have a little glass of wine, especially if I'm having an Italian dinner. You do that, basically, you know. And I could not ever drink wine, because I would get this major red face, right, or a headache afterwards. So we're doing red wine tonight, and this is what this product does. It's all natural. It actually just 2 drops, right, that I'm going to do. 1, 2. guess what? Then I'm going to swirl it around a little bit, right? And then what it does is it smooths the tannins because there's preservatives in wine, as you know, unless you make your own wine and don't put preservatives in it, right? So when I drink it now, you're not going to see a red face.
All this time, it's just because of those flattering comments I give you. I thought you were turning red, but it
Oh,
was the wine.
right. I thought that was good. And you turned red on that one. That was really funny.
I did. Look,
I'll
I'm
drink
turning
this
red
a little
now.
later with our dinner. But, you know, every once in a while, a glass of wine is actually good for you. You know, it really is. That's what the doctor says. Okay, so what's the next step here, Father?
Well, I think now we better start frying that Italian sausage.
Okay.
Which you have, we have bulk Italian sausage.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on one of these, Father. And
Okay.
and if you'll do that, I'd appreciate it. And this is mild, Father. This isn't really real spicy, which, you know, but we'll wait till that heats up a little, right?
Okay. Either way.
Okay,
I
it
think it's
doesn't
okay.
matter.
Go
I
ahead
think
and
it
throw
is
on
too.
there. Yeah, I'll
And-
toss it around some there.
And you'll toss it around, right? Okay. And I'll tell you, when I first tasted this, I was in New York City. I was actually in Queens, and I really loved it. And we had it for lunch, not dinner, lunch. And I thought, wow, that's a lot, right? But actually, it's so good. And this is about 6 sausages, right? We have a lot in here, so we'll just do that. And this is so nice. Okay, that's all of it. And while you're
wonderful.
doing that, I'll go wash my hands. So I'll
Okay,
move it.
and then what I'll do as the sausage is starting to brown, I am going to go ahead and cut these nice tomatoes. A friend dropped off for me. They knew someone that had a nice garden, and apparently it's a bumper crop in the Ohio Valley for tomatoes this
Really?
year. So yes, so I'm benefiting from that.
Oh, they are gorgeous. Tell me where they are. I'd
Very
like to meet
nice.
them.
Okay.
I love tomatoes, don't you?
I do.
So I'm going to finish cutting up the rabi or the
Okay.
broccoli.
And while you're doing that, I am going to go ahead and start scooping the seeds and out of the tomatoes the best I can.
Yes.
And we don't have to be scrupulous about this, but we want a lot of it out.
Do you know what I found to use for seeds and stuff like that? I have a little cucumber, not a cucumber, but a grapefruit spoon. It works perfectly,
Oh.
actually, which is really cool. I think I
I'm
might
using
even
the back
have it.
okay. Well, I'm using the back of the spoon and doing
know.
a
Doing
pretty
the
good
same
job
thing?
here. I think so.
I
Let's
think
not.
so. See, here it is, Father.
Well,
Cool.
okay. How about well, with the bigger tomato, we'll use that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So, do you want me to stir this around?
I think that would be a great idea. I think
Okay.
there is a black spoon right here.
I've got it.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
So anyway, we're hollowing these tomatoes out, and we're supposed to add a little sugar, and guess what? I'm adding artificial sweetener here too. I think there are a lot of places that you can put in artificial sweetener, not just in baked goods or, I think within cooking. I'm usually very happy with it when I use artificial sweeteners, or when I use stevia, which I guess isn't really artificial, it's just not sugar.
Right.
So, getting these out of here, my next thing will be to again put a little bit of the artificial sweetener in it, then drizzle a little olive oil on them, and then we're going to grill them along with slices of zucchini and yellow squash.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Do you
Actually, I was using all the. We're going to do one really big tomato and try grilling that.
Okay, hold on.
It's not recommended, but we're going to just be daring and do an experiment here.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to put this broccoli actually into this because you want about a container of this for it.
Okay, yeah, make sure you have enough there.
I will,
Yeah.
not to
Okay.
worry. I got plenty of it.
Okay, well, good. Yeah, I saw. Sure.
And it's
They're large.
really so healthy for you. It's unreal. That's what I love about it. And then I'll slice your tomato for you.
How nice. Thank you.
Okay, let's do this. Oops. There we go. Put that right there. And I am going to just do this for right now and turn it over. Okay. So then I'm going to take a tomato and
we just really want to cut it in half.
cut it in half like this.
The other way, I'm sorry. So we can scoop out that stuff.
How many tomatoes do you want?
I think just one of the big ones. We'll just have this as an experiment.
Okay. So we can do that. And, all right.
We'll give everybody a full report. I think it's nice to have those little petite ones, you know, for...
The camera's going to come over and show this, what you're doing here. Okay.
Okay. So we put
And
a
that's
decent
the
amount.
actual wok pan that we're using, the 360 wok pan. Isn't that nice?
It's wonderful. It works very, very nicely. We have so that olive oil keeps it from sticking as much. Now we can decide if we want to pour off this oil, you know, along with some of the pork grease. I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit lighter.
So you need a colander. Is that what you're telling me?
That would probably be a good way to do it. Or we could just do an old-fashioned pour-off with the
Well, you could.
spoon. Yeah, I'll just do it that way.
But it's
That's
hot.
great.
You need your hot pads that are in that drawer next to you when you get ready to do that,
Okay,
Father.
good deal, good deal.
Okay, you want me to turn it off? Watch it, Father.
Okay, this is still not too hot, so it's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I just need something to pour this grease into, and we'll be good to go.
Oh, wow.
We could use this little pan.
Yeah, we
Should
could use that little
Okay.
pan. Go right ahead.
Okay.
Hold on. Ooh,
Then what
wait a
I'll do is I'll turn this off. If you'll put the little pan right there, and then if you use the spoon to block the sausage from falling in, if you might want to turn it the other way.
How about if I do it like that?
Okay, and we'll just do a general transfer. Although then I'm not
Okay.
sure where we'll put the grease in at that
Don't
moment.
worry, I've got a place for that.
Okay,
Don't
excellent.
worry. I
Well,
have
if that's
it
the
all
case,
figured out.
I'll put this back down then, and it'll be easier for you to
Yeah,
work with, I
it
think.
would be.
Okay.
Okay, put it
We had
down.
a different idea there.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, and then I have a place where I can
Here,
put
this
the grease.
this
Okay.
handle's nice and cool.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And that looks really good.
So we don't have to worry about having the sausage too finished because it's eventually going to be in boiling chicken broth anyway.
That's
so,
right.
So we're good there.
And then I'll get rid of the oil for you and give you a clean pan. How about that? All right. So I'll take that
Okay.
over
I,
there.
actually,
what do you want?
we're going to use this pan for our main part of the dish.
We'll be right back with Father Andrew Umberg and myself, Kathryn Raaker. We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I with my guest chef who I really love working with, and that's Father Andrew Umberg. And what's the next thing, Father?
Okay, well, I'm going to put a little tiny bit of salt on these tomatoes.
Okay.
This will cut their acidity some. Okay, and then we're done with that. And then I'm also putting a little bit
Of
the
sugar.
Yes, although this
But
is...
it's not. It's Splenda.
Yes, so we'll go ahead and just
Do that.
lightly sprinkle this.
All right.
I don't think we need too much at all,
Okay.
but just...
Now, how long do you cook the tomatoes for on the grill?
I think I'm going to try about 5 minutes for the little ones and then about 7 or 8 minutes for the larger ones.
Okay.
Okay.
So now
So
you have
good.
a plate to put them on, right?
Yes,
But you're
and
going to
here,
drizzle what?
And I guess we'll go ahead and we'll start to drizzle some olive oil.
Right.
And then once we flip them over, I want to put some panko on some.
Okay, and we have that for you.
Yeah, any kind of breadcrumbs I
Ready?
think would be neat.
Right.
And then a little basil,
Okay, so
and we'll see what we think.
So
Okay.
what we're going to do is we're going to walk out to the grill, but you're going to put some oil on it, right?
Yeah, I'm putting a little oil here first.
Okay. Here we
This
go.
stuff's
Here we
going to
go.
be cooked to death.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to go
Okay.
on out then.
We're back on the Chef You and I, and Father, you're putting the tomatoes that you just
Yeah, I'm putting them
prepared.
face down.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, we'll see. We have a grill. You know, we would lose them if they in between the cracks there. So we're using this nice little grill screen here, or a tray, I guess, a
Yeah.
grill tray.
Right.
Oh, that's looking nice. And we want to cook these at least a full 4 minutes on one side,
Right.
and then we'll see what they look like then.
Right. Wow.
olive oil.
I don't know. Yeah. We'll see if anything's left of them in 4 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
We'll see how that goes. And then I'll try some on the other side too, just to,
Yeah.
we'll see which ones we like more.
Right.
I should really do the
Does your
experiment with a
family,
smaller
I
one.
mean, when you get together with your brothers and sisters, do they love your cooking?
Actually, no, I usually don't cook much over there. My mom likes cooking so much that here, if it's okay, I'll leave these right here.
Right here, Father.
And
You don't want to, having a matriarch like I had, your mom's a matriarch, right?
Yes, she is.
That's a compliment, actually.
Yeah, so having 7 kids makes you a matriarch.
Yeah,
My mom's great.
mom, 7 kids, matriarch, right? She loved to cook, and she didn't want you to cook when you were there. She'd let you be a sous chef or something like that.
Yes, and that's what my mom does. She wants to do
All
the
the work.
creative process.
That's
the
right.
creative process,
Right,
yes,
right.
yes.
So we're going to leave that on there for about 3 or 4 minutes.
turn it down a
You don't
little
want them to be too smushy, though.
That's right. So we'll be back in a little bit here.
Yeah, we'll be right back
Okay.
on the Chef You and I. We'll be right back. We're back, Father, and I think they're done, right?
Well, I think so. It's been 4 minutes, and that's what
Okay.
we were going to go with.
Right. So now what's next?
Okay, we'll go ahead and turn them over.
Okay.
We'll see what this one looks now. This one probably is going to need more time than
Really?
these little ones.
Okay.
See, I think these little ones, we're going to leave them on another minute or two once we put our little fillings on them.
Okay, because you're going to put some garlic on some.
Yes.
And, well, that one's really getting done, right?
Yes.
And then we're going to put some breadcrumb. Or actually, we're using panko, which I
Yes.
love, and with a little bit of basil. We're putting that on there. So what do you want me to do next?
Okay, I'm just going to check these real quick.
Whoa,
Wow.
wow.
I think these are getting even more cooked.
Yeah.
Than the ones directly on there.
Right, and then you've got that one. Right.
Wow, that's a big...
That's a big one.
It is. So
wow.
I don't know.
Okay, it'll be fine.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
here.
so what do you want to do now?
Okay, what I'm going to do now, these are the non-garlic, okay, this tomato and this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put a little bit of garlic on a lot of these.
Mm-hmm. And that's really exciting because
Yes.
you love garlic.
Oh, yes, I do. And
I used to love it until I lost my gallbladder, and then it just
doesn't
was over
love
with.
you. Then it
doesn't
doesn't
love
love
you
you.
at all.
Okay.
No.
Okay, well, certainly there's plenty of garlic there. I'm trying to get it a little bit evenly distributed.
Right.
Okay.
And now you want me to put this on?
But you can put the panko. So we put a little bit of your nice fresh frozen basil mixed in with the panko.
Yeah.
And now you're putting that on there.
Yeah.
And then right after, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Right after they come off, then we'll put some Parmesan cheese on them while they're still hot.
Right.
And I think they'll be good both hot and cold.
Oh, wow. I just am dropping it. Oh, the birds will love that, right?
That's right.
And I love basil. It's one of my favorite things besides cilantro. And I love cilantro. I made a salad, Father, that had 3/4 of a cup of chopped cilantro.
Oh,
Believe it or not. And actually, it turned out really good.
yeah, all those
actually.
kind of minty herbs. Yeah,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I think it's a
Uh-oh.
distant relative of.
I got it on there. Whoops.
I think
Okay.
basil, mint, and
Oh, that's so good for you.
cilantro are all distant cousins.
Yeah. You know,
I
I'm
might
gonna.
go a little heavier on that one.
Okay. This one?
Yeah, that's your non-garlic
Yeah,
one.
that's that non-garlic one.
And then I'm
Hey.
going to go ahead and close the lid
Okay,
for a
close the
little bit.
lid. Now, how much longer are we going to keep that on?
I think we're only leaving them on about another 2 minutes.
Do you need another plate or something to carry them off, or do you want to put it on
I'm going to
that
go ahead and
oil?
put them right on the same plate
Oh,
that
okay.
has some of the olive oil on it.
Okay,
Because
okay.
I think that's a nice flavor enhancer.
I think so too. I do
So it
too.
should be wonderful.
And I think that's going to be a wonderful. You could use that as an appetizer, couldn't you?
I think so. And there was a favorite restaurant that we used to go to in Rome
Right.
that would have, for your appetizer, you could go get a plate
Right.
and they would have what they called the carrello.
A carrello.
I think it used to be a cart. This thing was just a table that had some cooling element in it.
Right,
And they'd
right.
have plates of sliced grilled zucchini, sliced grilled eggplant, sliced and cut tomatoes with some with breadcrumbs, some with other stuff. Of course, they all had a lot of garlic, most of them. And then they also had anchovies and fresh mozzarella and others, but it was all cold, and you'd put that on the plate and go back and eat that, and that was nice
that's
before your
wonderful.
meal. And I think it's even better cold like that.
Do you miss Rome?
Oh, I do. It's beautiful.
I know, it's beautiful there. I've been there twice now.
And the
Loved
food
it.
is wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
It's tough to find a bad restaurant in
That's
Rome.
true. That's true. So now,
Okay.
do you want me to
I
go
think
get
we're
the
ready to
zucchini?
go. Well, I'll go in to slice them in a little bit.
Okay.
And so here we go. I think
All right.
we'll need to cook this a little bit longer, but I'm going to go ahead and put these on our plate here,
Okay.
and we'll see what we think now. It's
Okay.
They've been cooking a while, so
All right. And so you want to keep the fire on because you're going to do the zucchini next, right?
correct. And we're going to let our big tomatoes also cook.
Okay. That's good. So anyhow, that looks really good. I can't wait.
Yes, and we'll want to go ahead and put the Parmesan on them right away.
Okay.
Oops, that's kind of.
Yeah, they got.
Oh, they're not holding their form really well.
No, but that's all right.
Oh yeah, I think.
Okay, and don't forget to put your garlic one on
yeah.
there.
And yes, I believe in eating food, not just looking at food, you know, so.
Right.
Okay, but that's the garlic one.
And that's
here's
mine.
your non-garlic.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put these on here so that they cook a little bit more, because
All right.
suddenly it doesn't seem like they're not cooking as
Well, that
quickly as
looks
the other
all right.
ones. And
Okay.
so as not to waste that basil.
Yeah, we don't want to waste.
So
the
let's
basil.
go ahead and chop that. When we get back, I predict they'll be done.
I think so too. We'll go into the. We'll be right back after these important messages on Kathryn Raaker's The Chef You and I. We're back on The Chef You and I with Father Andrew Umberg, and he is chopping up the zucchini that we're going to put out on the grill. So, and I'm going to salt the water behind me because we're putting the pasta on because we do want to eat soon, right, Father?
Yes, and I'll tell you what, I think this zucchini might be beyond. Well, we'll try a couple of slices here, but
What's wrong?
well, some squash, when they get big, they get
They
kind
get
of
weird.
wooden, you know,
Wooden?
kind of wooden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, feel that. I don't think that's going to work for us.
Use these
however,
two.
yeah,
Let's use these two.
we'll simply use the smaller ones.
Smaller ones are
Great.
easier.
We
Do you want
washed
some
these
more?
before.
I've got
and,
more.
I think this is great. I think
Okay.
with the amount of time
we got
that we
plenty
have.
to eat, right?
Yes, yes. Oops. That is a trick with zucchini.
Right.
I love to get slightly larger ones so that I can cut them in half so that the half moons can't roll.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that looks really good. And all the recipes, Father, are going to be up on our website as well, which you can print out, actually.
Well,
And
good.
if you've got any recipes, send them to myself and Father anytime. Especially, he loves doing Italian and German, right?
Yes.
Okay. So just send them to us at kraaker123@gmail.com or Kathryn@simultv.com.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going just short of a 1/4 inch on
Right.
each of these.
Right?
We've put in our pasta and we're going to cook that nice and al dente.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kathryn, I'm going to get you a couple of non-garlic
Slices?
slices, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and mess up my hand a little bit here.
That's
Okay,
good.
so you get those.
Yeah, and then we're going to put those out on the grill. How long do they take on the grill, Father?
I'm going to say go 3 minutes on each side.
3
We'll
minutes?
see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah,
Okay.
3 minutes on each side. So that's
Okay.
a total of 6. So
Those are mine?
yes, these are yours.
Okay. Thank you.
And I'm just using my fingers to put
Yeah,
them
they're
on.
clean. Don't worry. We always wash our hands a lot on this show. Good.
Good, good, good. Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Okay,
Those
and
are
now,
mine.
yes, and now
Right?
I'm garlicking away here.
Garlic and he loves garlic, so we're going to put that out there. Right.
Okay, so let's see. I'll use this spoon, and I think I'm going to need. Well, no, I guess we don't have too many zucchinis, so that'll be okay.
Yes, it'll be fine. You'll get enough garlic in there.
Okay, so I'll put these in here.
One of these days, you're going to have to go when they have the International Houseware Show with me to film with my producer, and you'll get to meet all of the famous chefs like Emerald and all those guys.
That
You'd
would
love
be
that,
fun.
wouldn't you?
It would be fun. I'm sure I have plenty to learn.
Oh, give me a
And
break.
it'll be fun. Oh no, that is not false humility. That's, for once, that was real humility.
Was that your real
Yeah,
humility?
no, well,
Really?
yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, it's, believe me.
good.
Yeah, no one. After we see how these tomatoes work out, we'll see why I don't
see
have
what okay.
my, you know, that I'm
I think
not
we
famous.
should. I think we should get out to those tomatoes right now.
I think we better too. Otherwise, you know, I'll be.
Because it's starting to get dark out, and that's what I'm really worried about.
Okay.
Okay? Not that I'm worried about the dark, but whatever.
Okay. Well, here we go. Let's head on out
Okay,
then.
let's do it.
Look at all the deer. Do you want to catch the deer?
How are you? Mommy and, is that Mommy and Daddy and 2 babies? Hello. You're so cute. Father, this looked really, really nice.
That's good. Did you see the beautiful deer that are going to eat all your basil? Or
I don't
whatever
have
you
any
try to
basil
grow?
growing anywhere. They eat my hostas. That's what they
Okay.
eat. I think I grow hosta for the deer.
I think whatever you grow back here, they'll think it's part of the buffet.
Yeah, well,
But
this
you are right. This is a nice deck that doesn't have a stairway, so no deer climbing
that's
up
why
it.
I could grow herbs out here.
That's true. I don't think they can jump that high.
No, they can't. But it's nice to see them. This was their forest before anybody moved in. It was a reserve, but prior to that, it was a golf course. In the 1930s, it was a golf course, and then it became a reserve. Do you need another plate to put all that on, Father?
Yeah, I think that would be nice. And meanwhile, I'm going to put a little bit more
Okay.
garlic and oil on them,
Okay.
because a lot of it's going to burn off, so that's okay. So I used tongs to put these on. What I'll do now is I'll put down the grill lid, and we're going to go a few minutes here. I'm going to go a little bit higher in the heat. We're still cooking those tomatoes after all this time, so that'll be interesting. See how those turn out. It's nice. It's be like being at the zoo here, all these beautiful deer. A doe and 2 fawns. Okay, so nice heart-shaped thing there. Okay, then I'll
We're back. We just drained the pasta, Father. And now we're going to put onto the wonderful pork sausages, right?
Yes.
Mild Italian sausage. We're going to take and we're going to pour some of this beautiful, oh, that was hot, chicken broth. But I need a little bit more, Father. Hold on.
Okay, this should deglaze the pan, so I'm moving the meat around. Now that this
Watch it. Whoops. That should do it.
Now that this broth is in here, see, it cleans the pan very nicely. You know, it makes it a lot easier if you can do this. You know, at some point, if you can add some wine or broth to your dish, it
And
really
then-
does a good job of deglazing.
And then
So,
what we're going to do now, Father, is we're going to add the broccoli.
yes, that sounds like a great idea. We'll let it heat up first, if that's okay, and then.
Do you
we'll
want
add
to use a little
bit
red
of-
pepper flakes or not?
Yes, I think a little red pepper flakes would.
Actually, what you want to do next is, if you want to actually give Kathryn a little bit of that before you put the garlic in,
Okay.
you need to put some garlic into what you're doing next.
Okay.
Okay?
So I'll put this.
Just take a bowl, any bowl, and just
Okay.
take that out, and then I will just, not a lot. Okay.
Sure, a few pieces at least, all right?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Right, that's good.
And then if we I'll get a ladle and make sure that you get some.
Because I'm going to add
That's
some
nice
broccoli.
broth.
I'm going to put some broccoli into another pan that we have, and we will cook it in that.
Okay, there you go. And there's your nice.
All right. So
broth,
then, what you
okay.
want to do, Father, is just stir in some garlic.
Okay, I'll tell you what. We better check the zucchini. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Okay, these are nice and pretty. Some of them more done than others, and that's okay. Yeah, this might be just a tiny bit overdone, but just a tiny bit. See, I put this row on first. Okay, now this had a very live flame, so some of these I think are a little bit more done than we're going to want, but I'm going to try them anyway because this is life is an experiment in some ways. We want to make sure that we do a good job, but not everything's always going to work out right. A lesson learned, you probably want your zucchini pieces to be at least the size of a silver dollar. Otherwise, I don't think they hold up too well. And again, these are just a little less than a 1/4 inch thick. Unfortunately, I'm losing a few of these because they're a little bit too, not because of their thickness, but because of how wide they are. They're just not, they're falling through the cracks pretty easily here, so trying to be real careful here. If you can get them turned, you can get them in okay. Okay, and I believe our tomatoes are done. Wow, that one certainly seems to be rather done. Okay, and I think I'm just going to close this lid for a moment. And then I'll turn off the grill, or I'll leave you to do that. And then, here we go. Look at this.
Wow,
grilled
Father,
zucchini.
that looks gorgeous.
It's a
Does
little
look beautiful.
underdone on that side, but yeah, I think they're very nice, really.
Right.
And I'm going to mix and match them, right?
Okay.
They'll all end up in the same place, as they say.
Right.
It probably would be nice to have these all side by side so I can do a uniform little sprinkling of salt. Just the nicest little sprinkling, but
That's all right. That'll be fine, Father.
okay. To me, they smell wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what our producer thinks for the smell. I guess we'll see them inside in a minute. So very nice. I think they're very nice. Okay, now let's go check on the our mixture there.
Okay, we'll be right back after these important messages. Go ahead,
You do
Father.
the most delicate little salting here.
Okay. And Father,
Okay.
what we need to do now is put our broccoli
Yes, yes. Okay.
into this mixture.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that the meat was finished. So we've added some garlic. We added about a teaspoon of minced garlic from the jar.
Is that
and
enough
then
for you
we
all?
put our red pepper flakes in there. What, about
Right.
a half teaspoon of
Yes,
those?
yes, I did that.
And okay, wonderful.
Okay. And these are in mine. That looks good.
Yeah, so this is really looking
And then
pretty.
we're going to add the butter, believe it or not, and the Parmesan cheese. And we're done. We're going to add the pasta. Or you're going to
We'll
pour
add
it
the
over
pasta,
the
yeah,
pasta.
yeah, we'll put it right in to
Right.
each dish and then flip it around a little bit, and I
Right.
think it'll be really nice.
Right.
Okay, so I want to make sure that the broccoli
Is done.
Yeah. So I think it might be nice to go ahead and put a lid on this one pan for a little bit.
Okay,
Do we
it's
still
behind.
have
Oh,
a
it's
lid?
right here. Here, let's use.
Okay.
You got it?
How wonderful.
Okay.
Yes, here
That's
we go.
beautiful. And then that way, you want to don't turn it up too high. Okay.
Okay.
That's the cool thing about these pans, Father, is that you don't have to use a lot of heat on them.
Oh, okay. Then I should
Okay.
have it lower.
Because what they do is they seal in the steam and everything, and it's really, really good.
Okay, I noticed
Okay.
how well the pasta water was boiling before,
Right.
Faster than I thought
Faster
it
than
would.
you thought it would.
Yes.
So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to clear everything off.
Okay.
And we're going to set the area up for what we're going to do and how we're going to eat it. Okay, is
Okay,
that
how
good?
wonderful.
We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back after these important messages on The Chef You and I with Father Andrew Umberg and Kathryn Raaker. We'll be right back. We're back, and Father, we're just about ready to eat. Let's take a picture for our wonderful television show and how beautiful that is.
It is very nice. I think it's beautiful. So there's some hold the garlic and some with the garlic.
Right.
We've since added a little
Right.
bit of butter. We added about 2 tablespoons to this and 1 tablespoon to the smaller thing.
Right,
If you
right.
really want it buttery, see, butter is a matter of taste and
Right.
how many calories. The
Right.
recipe calls for a 1/2 cup of butter.
Right.
So we went a little bit lighter than that.
Yeah, we did. We did 2 tablespoons. And I think that's important to know that if you're watching your weight, actually this dish is only like 335 or 370 calories, Father,
Well,
which
that is
isn't
nice.
bad.
That is nice. I'm putting more. It calls for a 1.5 cups of cheese, and we're not doing quite that much. I'll put some on yours.
Yeah, put some on
Okay,
there.
sure.
Okay, not a lot though.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to take a little short break, Father, so I can put everything out on the plates,
Wonderful.
and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, guess what? We are at the end of our show, actually, and I am so excited. It turned out so beautiful. And you want to say something before we leave, Father?
Oh, just bon appetit. Or-
Bon appetit. I hope that you enjoy our wonderful, beautiful pasta and broccoli rabe with that wonderful, mild Italian sausage. We'll see you next time on The Chef You and I. Don't forget to go to our website at thechefyouandi.com and pull down the recipe, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you, Father.
Thank you.
Bon appetit.
Thanks for joining us on the Chef You and I show today. We'll be back next week with another great and healthy recipe. Don't forget to visit our website, thechefyouandi.com, for all of our featured recipes, cooking tips, and clips of the show.